not only knowing that you have what it takes to succeed, but knowing that you have what it takes to pick yourself back up if you don't succeed. Like
Yes.
that's equally, that resilience muscle goes right back to another muscle. That resilience muscle is so important for you to exercise consistently. Oh, well, I fell down. Okay, let me get back up, and let me get up quicker than I did the last time. I tell people all the time, success is beautiful, and success, it kind of just strokes my ego, but failure teaches me how to do it better the next time.
Absolutely. And that's a motivation too.
Yeah, there's really no huge lesson learned in the success. The hugest lessons, the biggest lessons are learned in the failures, and in having to bounce back and say, okay, the next time. But the key is making sure there's a next time, not throwing in the towel, not quitting just because it didn't go perfectly according to plan. And some people are so wrapped up into perfection that they don't allow themselves to get on a path to, or a pursuit to purpose, because they're rigid instead of being flexible. You have to be flexible, because things don't always go the way you mapped it out on the blueprint. It's just sometimes you got to change it.
And that sounds like me when I was going after QVC and HSN for years, that I thought I had it all mapped out. I thought that I was doing everything that I needed to. I was working on communication skills. I was working on presentation skills and everything. Like, went back to school, was building my YouTube channel. I was, even the director that does the casting calls for QVC knew who I was when I went to one of their events. And because the only thing I said was, well, I just mentioned one little thing. He said, does your email start with almond? Yep, that's me, guilty discharged. But what my point is that I was putting all my eggs in one basket. I wasn't flexible. I was very rigid in my thinking and the path that I was on. So it felt like I was going nowhere. I felt like I was going nowhere at all. And I'm telling you, from all that I thought that I was doing, I thought I was moving down the fast road and I was going to get it. So,
and I think that's so powerful that you say that, because sometimes we've already, visualization is important, and you do have to kind of touch it and feel it. But sometimes the manifestation of the vision comes different than what you thought it was going to come. So you might have your mindset on, I'm going to be on this stage, I'm going to be doing this thing, and this is how I'm going to use the power of my voice. And God's like, no, I had this plan over here for you. So you're not going to be on that stage, you're going to be on this one. And you're not going to be in that room, you're going to be in this one. And you have to be willing to be flexible enough to say, wherever you lead me is where I'm going to follow.
That's right.
Like, wherever you guide me, I'm okay, as long as I know that I'm walking in my divine purpose, I'm fulfilling my greatest potential. And I've even had to learn that. Like, there were some big things I had, visualized, and those things haven't manifested. And so I don't diminish the impact that I'm still able to make in the spaces where God says, no, I need you over here. I'm okay following his lead and being flexible and saying, all right, well, maybe it's not time for that yet. Or maybe I thought I was gonna get to the top, if you will, through that means, but really it's not gonna be that way, it's gonna be this way. And that's sometimes a hard pill to swallow, but you have to be flexible.
Absolutely. And just surrender to the flow of things. Yes.
Surrender.
Yeah. Because that's kind of what was going on with me, is that, I started, with this big idea to become a QVC host, but then as I released that thought and that thinking, things that was meant for me, that I truly feel that was meant for me, started to happen more naturally. Because I had to tell myself, I said, I have done everything that I possibly can do, and nothing. So I have to surrender and let, although I didn't give up. It was just a matter of going, not being so rigid in my thinking, and also stop going against the current. Because the current just beats you up and makes you exhausted, and it keeps you in this insane state of mind.
Yes.
So
that's powerful.
So just realizing that where you start, you may have some bumps in the road, you may have some stalls where you just have to stand still and let it figure itself out. And while things are kind of slow and not much going on, you can just be working on you. Always work on you.
Yeah, and just having a spirit of gratitude, grateful for what is manifesting in your life, grateful for the stages, you know, for me, for speak, grateful for the stages you do get invited to. Sometimes we focus all of, and that's that word energy again. Sometimes we focus all of our energy on what's not happening, that we can't have gratitude for what is happening.
Right.
And that's a powerful thing when you, as you mentioned, when you surrender and just, you're like, okay, God, let me be thankful and grateful for this platform, this opportunity, this connection, this stage, instead of, man, you know, that sucks that I didn't get that thing. Well, that may not have been what had your name written on it. And I think that there are powerful opportunities that have our names already written on it. And we think it's one thing, but it may manifest as something different. So that spirit of gratitude and really intentionally sitting down and writing out, what am I grateful for today in my life? What am I grateful for today in my business? What am I, right? All of those things are just gratitude. Gratitude will keep you humble, and it will keep you in the game.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, no, that's so true. And I even do gratitude, and I not only speak about the success and people in my life, but, you know, thankful for water, running water, and, you know, the roof over my head, my family, and, you know, things that we really do, you know, take for granted and not look at. You know, I like to add those in there too, because I'm like, what would I do without those? You know, success and everything would probably not happen if I can't take a shower and, you know, you know, they have a clean, nice looking image, or, you know, whatnot. But, you know, some of those things are really important too, that we need to be thankful and really, you know, have that gratefulness about. So I think, you know, just getting into the habit of just looking around yourself and seeing the abundance just around you. And once you start to, you know, realize that, then you can start working on the inner you and becoming the beautiful person that is already there. It's just so much trauma and grief and negativity that resides there, that you just need to do the inner work to release it and become that person that you truly want to be. You are clear, and you can truly step into your purpose and your path, and you know, just own it.
Definitely.
Yeah. So have you ever had, Cheryl, any embarrassing moments on stage?
I can't say I've really had any embarrassing moments, honestly.
Oh, okay.
I think that's probably because I'm so authentic. I mean, maybe the most embarrassing moment may have been when I kind of lost my place and forgot what I was saying because I went off on a tangent on something else, and I didn't stick to my own script. But what I do is I make the audience my friend.
Okay.
Like, from the moment I walk in the room, I'm responsible for the environment. I'm responsible for what happens in that environment for that 30 minutes or 45 minutes I'm on stage. And so, and that's one of the things that I teach, is that when your first opening words, the first 60 to 90 seconds of what you say, has to make it go from, I'm here to lecture you, to I'm here to have a conversation with you.
Okay.
And when you do that, there's really no embarrassing moment, because they're your friends.
Yeah.
So because I create that level of engagement with my audience, with every audience, I don't care if they're corporate folks, their law firm, or if they're entrepreneurs, it doesn't matter. I'm going to make them comfortable in feeling that we can engage. I can talk to them. So I remember I had this speaking engagement, and I was going off, and I went off and told one story, and I came back, I was like, y'all, I done gone off on the deep end. Now where was I? Somebody tell me where was I? And they just start yelling, oh, you were talking about facing your fears. Thank y'all. See, that's why I got y'all in my corner. And I just talk to my audience like that. And because of that, because it's not this, again, it's that word flexible. It's not this rigid, stiff, you know, this is what I'm going to tell you, and this is my paper, and I'm going to, because it's not that, it really doesn't leave much space for any embarrassing moments. Maybe there are moments where I could have executed it better because I didn't remember, I didn't stay on track, but never really any embarrassing moments.
Okay, well, that's good to know. At least you kind of told us, because I think I read somewhere that it said when you're trying to, you know, engage with your audience, you need one trick that works for you, and that one trick sounds like it's in, you know, being friends with the audience and in a more personal, or, you know, interpersonal way.
Like, kind of just being authentically you. Like, I just don't apologize for who I am and how I show up. And it doesn't matter who the audience is. It doesn't matter if they're people with PhDs and master's degrees, or if they're people who don't have a degree like I don't have a degree. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is. I'm always going to show up as authentically as Cheryl.